Welcome to the 2021 Best of 3 Podcast Listener League Draft, presented by Draft Buff. A dynasty starts tonight as 8 teams face off, drafting 56 Call of Duty pros. Who will reign supreme? And here's your hosts, Salvation's Elite, Bash, and Shady Nero.
Hey.
Welcome in to the Listener League Draft. We got like 5 minutes to the draft is starting. We got a lot to talk about. Oh my word. We got to talk strategies, draft order, thoughts heading in, where you guys are at. Oh my word. Boys, what's going on? Rex, Sam, how you doing?
Oh, I'm feeling like a man who's ready to throw a controller at the wall, but it doesn't break the controller. I pick it back up and the passion is just flying.
Oh my word. Sam, how you doing?
I'm feeling calm, cool, and collected.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready.
Obviously, we got an interesting draft today. A dynasty will be born as the first inaugural Listener League Draft. The winner receives their choice of the best CDL merch in the business. I mean, some of these hoodies are pretty dang expensive. I mean, my word, do you see the price of Faze hoodies? They're like $105. Whoa. And it gets crazy, and the winner will also be guaranteed into next year's Listener League. So there's a lot on the line. Even for us, one of us is guaranteed some CDL merch if we win this thing as too. We're drafting basically the whole starting rosters in the CDL. Yeah. How this works is the scoring is the default draft buff scoring, but we are drafting 6 players, 8-team league, 5 starting players. So we got 1 SMG, 1 AR, and 3 utility players plus 1 bench. So we're literally drafting, in theory, we'll see, the whole starting, every single starter. So overall, we got an interesting draft order. We got Layton's Legends drafting first, Snuffleupagus, Raid Tiki Hut, the Thumb Twisters. We got, of course, Salvation's Elite team, which is, the best team in existence. We've got Sad Pogs Road Rage. We've got Taste of Matthew.
Just a taste.
We've got Act Fresh, Berry Blast, Twisted Beasts, and Band of Fies, Mighty Midgets, of course. So it should be a fun one. I am very excited to get into it. We're only a few minutes away. So let's start with Rex. Rex, what is your strategy, your thoughts heading in to this draft? Where are you at with this thing?
So I'm in the 4th pick. That was very much part of my game plan. I wanted to be in that top 4 pick. That was just giving me a wide selection of the greatest players. So I'm really happy about that, and that really solidifies what I'm going to be doing. We're going for a very strong sub to start off. I think that's where the points are going to lie here.
Okay. All right. That
cut off real quick.
That was a really quick cut off. Sam, what are your thoughts?
I'm near the end, which is okay. That means that snake draft's coming right back to me. So I'm going to be getting a couple of really strong guys. Maybe not the top 4, which is okay with me.
Yeah.
But you get those 2 strong guys next up, and I definitely think with SMG's kind of bringing a lot of heat with this game.
Right.
Bringing a lot of points. Maybe 2 SMGs right away. Who knows?
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
But you can't forget #H4F. Love you, Piper.
Of course, naturally. Yeah, I'm pretty interested. I mean, generally, I prefer to go with the SMG strategy in the early round. But if everyone's on that boat, then maybe we figure out something else. We'll see, though. We'll see. As I was trying to edit my team name here before the draft started, but it looks like it's not letting me do it. I'm definitely going to be trying to prioritize building a pretty balanced roster. I like my S&D guys, so we'll see what happens. But we got a pretty fun squad. We got the Discord open, rocking and rolling with them in there as well. So if we're responding to people, it's because of that. We'll, of course, be roasting these guys' teams as well. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. I think
we're going.
Our draft is now officially underway. Of course, this is brought to you by Draft Buff. So, of course, if you haven't already, if you don't know what's going on here, it's Fantasy Call of Duty, and you can go play some Fantasy Call of Duty, get a league with your friends tonight before the league starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, of course, you can join Draft Royales, our community Draft Royale. You can compete against us. If you didn't get into Listener League, you can compete against us in the Draft Royales. The link's down in the description to join that that as well.
Get in there.
And Layton's Legends is on the board with the first overall pick.
I feel like this would have been
I'll tell
a
you
pretty...
this, none of you guys are even ahead of me, so like no matter what, I'm gonna be able to get my first pick.
Yeah, that is true.
My number 1 pick right now is Illy. I am gunning
Shocker.
for Illy for my
Shocker.
first pick. If someone takes Illy, I'll be
and there it is.
There it is.
Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum.
Shotzzy.
Layton has selected Shotzzy with the number 1 overall
Wow.
pick, putting Snuffleupagus
gotta
on
be Simp.
the board.
Gotta be Simp.
Realistically, you'd expect it to be Simp. I mean,
The man himself.
I do have my top 15. I did make a
Simp.
top.
There it
Hopefully, none of
is.
you guys watched my top 15 fantasy CoD players video. I mean, because you
I
might
may
give
have
away
peeked it
some
a
of my
little bit. Simp is on the
give away
board,
some of
though.
my strategies here. Simp goes off the board immediately.
Immediately.
Cellium goes off the board, and Illy
I'm
is still
rocking it
there
right
here.
for
Oh, no.
Shady Nero.
And Illy's gonna be an easy pick coming into this one. He's gonna be the future MVP
And
of the
there's
league this
Illy.
year. And there's Illy on the board.
Wow.
And we can call it GG right there. Might as well log on.
In my rankings video, I'm on the board now with the 5th pick here. And in my rankings video, I did have Envoy with the 3 overall. So I feel like I gotta stick with my rankings and take the man himself, Envoy. If I can find him here on the list, I will
Wanna
be
go
taking
Octane?
him right there. Not going Octane, not
crazy.
going Octane. Who would have thought? And there's Envoy off the board. Taste of Matthew.
Taste of Matthew.
He's on the board now. Sam,
Here we
what are
go.
your thoughts here? We're back to how do we? Oh yeah, we're back to back here in the
Yeah.
middle of the draft.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
what's
here
your
we go.
strategy here?
Strategy here is, again, strong SMG. I think it's hard to deny going SMG first.
Okay, who would you hope is coming back to you? I mean, you have the pick of the crop out
I
of us
do.
3 here. So
So, just going with right away. Just say it. I'm going with Abezy.
okay, makes sense.
So, who am I hoping to get back to? I'm kind of hoping Hugh gets back to me. I'd be honest with you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
It's
would
always a
be
solid pick.
that would be a nice pick. I mean,
But we'll see where this goes.
although he is not next highest on my board. Oh, I'm really hoping my man gets back to me. I'll be hyped.
But then do I go for that strong AR though next? You know.
oh, and Formal is
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
AC Fresh Berry Blast Twisted Beast just snagged Formal in the first round, and Skies goes off the board next.
Wow.
2
Oh,
ARs.
Skies was on mine. I
Skies was the guy I was
wanted
hoping would fall
Skies.
back to me.
Oh,
Me too. I
man.
wanted Skies.
Oh my
That
word.
Hurts,
So here's the
boys.
thing. We're running low on ARs now.
I know. I shouldn't say.
I mean, yeah, RCs would be the guy then.
I think my strategy. Yeah.
That's surprising. I mean, I didn't honestly. I mean, you got the OpTic fans there. They're pretty high on
Yeah.
Formal right now. So it's his best card since IW from his mouth.
Oh.
And so picks are flying. Oh, we got
Priestahh. Okay.
and we got
Priestahh,
Priestahh
solid.
with the first pick of the second round. It's a little bit earlier,
Interesting.
above ADP, I think.
Interesting.
But that's a little
Okay.
bit surprising. Yeah. So I mean, who are you looking at right now? You got one pick before yours.
Gosh. Well, I'm scared of the ARs now, honestly.
Yeah.
But the question is, do I go for someone main AR like Arcides, or do I go for like a Awakening?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That would be a nice one. Both of those guys would be solid. So we'll have to see what Act does here.
Yeah,
I'm
this
a
is
little bit
huge.
nervous. Now we got the butterflies going. I want my
I
squad
know.
to be good. There's a lot on the line for this. You know? Again, I hope you guys out there are enjoying this one, and we're trying to have a good time with this. I mean, Rex, what are your thoughts right now? Do you got a guy? I mean, obviously you can't give away too much because me and Sam are picking ahead of you.
Right. I mean, I'm getting a little nervous. Like I was really hoping I could get a solid AR. I didn't think the ARs would go that quickly in the draft.
Hugh-
But-
And there it is.
there it
Hooks
is.
off the
Wow.
board.
So that was my guy.
Man. So now,
Okay.
Sam, taste of Matthew. You're not going to be tasting Matthew on your team.
I am tasting Zero Piper, boys.
Oh, it's tough, bro. So, who are you thinking?
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, I think this is going to be the next best here. Going with my boy Arcides.
Okay.
Solid.
He was highest on my list next.
The ARs was just going too fast for my liking.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, my thought process here, this is an interesting one, is that I'm between two players. Neither of them are going to get back to me on the backside, so I'm very much fine with mentioning them. It's between Awakening and Dashy for me here. at this point. My thought is that Dashy has higher trade value on the open market, more than likely in the league. So if I wanted to trade Dashy later in the year, I think he'd probably be able to get a bigger price. And so for me, that might be the difference. Even though Awakening, it's hard to deny how insane he's going to be, and the potential for him to slay out this year is pretty nuts. But the thing is, neither of them are getting back to me, so I gotta choose the guy who I believe in. I mean, like, Dashy feels like a pretty dang safe pick. I'm trying to find him here on the list, and I will snag him. Oh, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going Dashy. He's not gonna get back to me, so one of the guys is gonna snag him. I'm going Dashy. He's pretty low on the rankings here. He's 19th.
I am super pumped that you chose Dashy and not Awakening, because Awakening was going to be the next person on my board. I think Awakening is ranked number 3. He was a high-scoring player last year, so of course I'm going to take Awakening.
Yeah,
that's a
tough.
good pick.
I mean, it was between Awakening and Dashy. I knew neither of them were going to get back to me, so that was the thing.
And Awakening's such a catalyst, I feel like, that Florida Mutineers squad.
Right.
Like, he is so much of that slayer for that team. He's going to get so many points for me.
Yeah,
Man.
I like it a lot.
Good pick.
So now we've got Raid Tiki Hut's drinks on the board here. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, Rex, who are you looking at that hopes to survive the next 6 picks here in your head?
Oh, man, so I'm sitting
Scump.
here.
Oh, and Scump goes off the board, right? When we're talking about that, Raid Tiki Hut drinks take Scump.
I mean, Scump was on my list for sure. Was he going to be my next pick? I don't think so. Now I'm thinking, do I need to pick up a stronger AR? Like, Octane is not. It could be a great choice, honestly. Priestahh looked like he was playing really well. So, like, those are other picks that I think could get back to me. Cellium is on the boards. No, he's not. So, all of Faze is gone now.
Yeah, no.
Faze was gone.
I mean, my thing was, like, with my pick, it was tough, like, between stacking, like, Dashy and Envoy. But, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like,
Everyone's
I'm fine
playing.
with it.
Everyone's playing.
They're going to be playing every single week. Like, last year, you had to worry about teams not playing, like, on certain weekends. This year, it's like, you just got to take the best players available at that pick. And for me, again, Dashy is, Dashy has so much trade value. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Octane is still on the board at this point, who was the overall #1 fantasy player last year.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
Right. But will that happen again this year?
Obviously, people don't think so.
I mean, Priestahh was looking so good. I mean, yes, it depends on his consistency. So I really hope I get Priestahh. Octane is on my mind here. Even Apathy a little bit. And Mac.
Does Bance come up in your mind for the next couple picks?
So that's the thing. Bance, I don't think I'm going to be picking Bance in these first rounds. Like, unless I'm like, it's kind of like gambling. I feel like if you take Bance right now.
Yeah.
It's like he could pop off and be crazy for you, or it could be like a flop and like you didn't have a good pick there, right? You want to save him more towards the end. So I don't know what the consensus is going to be. I don't see me being able to get Bance.
Yeah. We'll see.
But yeah, it's a tough call. Maybe I can snag Mac. Mac or Octane, I think, is what is sitting in my mind right now. Who did he end up picking?
Yeah,
so Mac just went off the board.
There you go. Max went off the board at the end of the second round. So Layton seems pretty interesting. Layton's rocking Mac and Shotzzy right now with the pick here at the start of the third round. Pretty good start to his squad.
Not bad.
Things you like to see there.
There's Major Maniac that's still out there.
I know,
yeah, he's an interesting one.
Major's a question mark for me. He could go off.
Yeah, right. Like, how many points is he going to be able to garner? I think he'll be, like, solid for the squad, but sometimes that's not the person who's going to be getting the most points, always.
Yeah, that's what makes it tough. So oh, man.
Because, I mean, imagine the other players around him, like, I don't know, someone, whoever picked Hook, I wasn't going to pick Hook. I'm like, Shotzzy and Illy he has to be competing against. Yeah. So that's
a fun team for Layton so far here with Mac, Shotzzy, and Octane to start things off. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that one if you're Layton. So Snuffleupagus is now on the board with the 302 pick here. We're 2 picks away from Rex being on the board here, and then myself. We're 2 picks away from Rex, and then we're back to back to back. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
Man, I really hope.
You can't say it.
I can't say it.
No, that's what's tough. I mean, I'm at the point now. Slasher goes off the board. The ARs are flying off the board here. Oh my word.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I guess I could say it. I am thinking Neptune. Honestly, I know Sam. That makes
Sam's
you not
pissed.
very happy.
Sam's pissed.
Dang it.
Let's see if Neptune gets back to me. He seems to be hidden on the board because he's like, this is his first year. No one's really probably scrolling for his name too much right now. And he could be a
swipe off the
really
list
good
already,
pick to
Sam.
take.
Oh, I was hoping he'd get back to me, dude.
Yeah, I would say there's specifically 2 guys I would be pretty hyped about right here.
I think Priestahh,
Fire?
honestly, will get a lot of points. Fire's a gamble, but this might be gambling time. Like, I maybe just have to start gambling.
Oh, and there
here.
goes Clayster.
Clayster's out.
Okay. I see how it is.
It's the
I
AR
respect
run
it.
here. Oh my word. Back to back to back ARs to start off the 3rd round. Putting Rex on the board. And there goes Neptune. Sam's hopes
Taking
and dreams.
Neptune here.
Crying himself to sleep tonight. I've got 2 OpTic members. I cannot draft Hex. So puts me in a tough spot here. There's probably 3 guys I'd be pretty hyped about drafting here, but one definitely stands out above the rest, having the upside, the S&D prowess, on a pretty solid team as well. Major Maniac's my pick here. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's a good
the
pick.
guy. That's the guy. Yeah,
That's a good pick.
I wanted Octane or Major Maniac with this pick, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm booting the AR at this point for till round 4, so we'll see what happens at this point. But I forgot. I already got Dashy. I'm dumb. I already got Dashy, who qualifies as an AR in this format, so thank goodness. Oh, and Major Maniac qualifies as an AR too because they don't have flexes listed, so no big deal there, I guess. So we'll just go with the high upside pick of Major Maniac. And Sam, what are your thought process here?
Well, I'm kind of looking for that another SMG, obviously.
You could potentially take a glance at the rosters of the guys who are drafting behind you of what they might need or want. They currently are both rocking an AR and an SMG, so they could potentially go either way.
Could go anywhere.
They're
here.
more likely to take an SMG than an AR, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm trying to.
If I was you, I'd go SMG.
Oh yeah, I might just start picking. I might just start gambling here. I mean, honestly,
Pull your best formula. You see
No joke.
in Maniac's vlog, he bought like $200
I know.
worth of tickets of
What a
lottery
guy.
tickets, $250. What in the world?
Oh
What's your,
boy.
what's your thought here?
Part of me wants to take a chance on Gunless.
Bank on the upside.
I just don't know though.
It's tough to believe in him at this point.
Do I bank on Apathy being consistently good?
Yeah. Right now-
how about the LA Thieves guys?
Right now, you're rocking RCDs and Abezy, so you've got the Faze duo here.
I
I've
know.
got the Huntsmen, or the OpTic duo.
Yeah. All right, I'm going for it, boys.
What'd you go with?
Kenny.
Kenny. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, he's reliable. That's the
is.
thing. Like, he's not like a very risky pick, which is what I
No.
like about that a lot. Like,
he made us. He's just not his flashy old self. World War II, you know,
but maybe it's still in there.
still in there.
I mean,
possibly.
where's 100 Thieves at now?
Yeah.
You know, also, like, if the team's really that bad, like, is he gonna be able to even get any points?
Yeah, that's the biggest question. Right. If their whole team's getting bodied, it doesn't really matter how talented they are. As a whole, if none of them are really putting up that many stats. Really, the only person to have a chance is the main ARs, but even in this game, it doesn't really look like that the main ARs are eating like they did last year. Like last year, main ARs just ate up the stats. It's like in fantasy, like all the main ARs were dominant. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. So yeah, AC Freshberry here with the 307 could basically go which direction.
Yeah.
He's got Formal and Hook right now. Bandify's got Skies and Priestahh. So who would you ideally want if you could pick right now with your 4th?
For me personally,
Yeah. Who would you want to get back to?
I'm kind of looking at Cammy.
Makes sense.
Bance just got
Bench got
taken.
picked.
And wow, look at
that's-
that, man.
So
Yeah.
there's that gamble pick. Here's the thing, that could really, really pay off for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now this is where you make your money though in these rounds. Like if you can hit a top 7 or 8 player in these rounds, that's how you win the league.
Yeah.
Like if one of these guys starts going off, you're like, dang, all right, well we just hit gold here,
All right. Let's see. So Bandify is currently sitting at Skies, Priestahh, and okay. So he did pick.
He just took Fire.
Okay.
Fire goes off the board.
He picked Gunless and Fire. Okay.
Oh shoot, that went quick too.
Yeah, it did.
Man, Gunless Fire. Interesting. So his team is Skies, Priestahh, Gunless Fire. That's an interesting team. Very interesting team to say the least.
Here's the thing, Assault is ranked number 10. So it means he was getting actually a lot of points last year.
I mean, that Rokkr team, he was eating for a while on that team last year.
Right. But I guess no one is thinking he's going to be able to get those points again this year.
Yeah, I mean, I have my worries, you know?
All right, I am kind of hoping for someone to get back to me here.
Okay.
I guess I can tell you guys.
Yeah, who?
I think Crim would be a good pick here.
He's, yeah. That's a shame. I was really hoping you wouldn't say Crim.
A for the wins.
Dang.
The wins for sure.
I mean, he's just going to be a solid, he's going to have above a 1 KD this year. It's a guarantee. If you want one guy in the 4th round that you can rely on, it's Crim, 15, 14, 13. Oh, and down goes Skrapz. He was tilting on that pick.
Yeah, he
Couldn't
was.
figure it out, and that puts you on the board, Samuel.
Right,
Who
I
you
for
going
sure
with?
am going to go with Crim here.
Okay. That's a shame.
I think this is a pretty good pickup here.
I like it a lot. That's who I would have gone with as well. Okay. There's 3 guys who I am very happy taking here. The question is, who has the most upside? And I think I'm going to make Rex pretty sad if I go with it. But do I go with it? Do I believe in the dad app hype? That's the question. Do I believe in the dad app hype? I don't know if I do. And just with them playing on the West Coast servers all year just scares me a lot. And really scares me from really doubling down on them as a team. And so that's why I'm a little hesitant with that squad to really commit to it,
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, and having said that, I am going to go with the higher upside pick and hope this thing starts clicking for Toronto. I'm going CleanX.
CleanX.
See, CleanX, I that was probably my number 1 pick with Toronto. And you're right. Apathy and Cammy are kind of the ones on my radar right now.
Those were the 3 guys, yeah.
Well, yeah, CleanX, Cammy, and Apathy. Now, Apathy, so based on how his team is, Apathy is going to have to be the guy that has to get the points for that team.
Yeah.
And can he do it? Yes, I think he can. But then there's Cammy, where I think Toronto's going to be the Toronto we know of old, where they're going to be a very solid team. They're going to put fights up against everybody. But who's just going to get more points for me? Do I take the risk with Apathy? I don't know. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to roll Cammy on this one. I'm going to hope for Apathy to come back.
That's a good pick.
Back to back. I don't think App gets back to you.
I don't think he does either, but I think it's possible. I think it's possible Apathy could get back to me.
I have got Dashy, Envoy, Major Maniac, and CleanX. Well, Envoy, Dashy, Major Maniac, CleanX in that order. Sam, what do you got?
Yep, I've got Arcides, Abezy, Kenny, and then Crimsix.
Okay. And Rex, what do you got?
I have Awakening, Illy, Neptune, Cammy.
See, he said it with so much more conviction. I believe Rex.
Dude, because my team is stacked. I'm point central over here. I have the future MVP, Awakening with a 2nd place MVP placing, Neptune, who is going to be this all-star up-and-comer. He was a sneak pick that I should never have gotten.
No, I'm still
pissed. Then I got Cammy, who's going to be a solid. Cam is going to give you points. He's never going to be a down on points. And Apathy's next pick.
And there's App.
Which is
all right.
solid.
I mean, those were literally my 3 guys: CleanX, Cammy, App, and they go one bang, 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 back to back to back. So,
But Priestahh would be my next pick.
Yeah,
because I think he's going to be the point central for his team, and we're at this low, we're near the end here that we can take these gambles, and I think Priestahh is one of those gambles where maybe one series he's going to have this off time, but the next series he's just going to go crazy.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to be consistent all the time, but when he is consistent, it's just going to be that much buffer room for me.
Right. No, I feel that. There's 2 guys I would be high
Slacked, which is also a solid choice.
I feel like Slacked is definitely
Underrated.
a dark horse right here. He could potentially put up points for being on Mutineers.
He looked good in the kickoff event,
and then B, I think he's going to show up. So that's not a bad pick whatsoever.
I honestly think Slacked will. And honestly, Slacked was flying under my radar there. When he picked it, I was like, wait a second. Slacked is a really good choice.
I love that Havoc
I probably would have
is
picked
ranked
Slack
38th.
over Priestahh.
I love that Havoc is 38th on the board. Oh, who just got drafted?
Methodz.
Makes sense. That's so safe too. Like he's guaranteed a 1 KD too. Like and that matters. I mean, as much as KDs are irrelevant when it comes to the effect you have on a map, it matters in fantasy. And so Methodz is honestly underrated. But I wanted the SMG and Kleenex to have the more engagements. The issue is that like this year with their format, engagements matter. Like you just got to get into engagements. Yeah. And so the ARs just generally have a little bit less upside unless you're some of like their aggro aggressive ARs, which are the ones that go early. Yeah. So that's kind of the difference, I guess, for me, like when you look at it that way. But I mean, in the 5th or at the end of the 4th round for Methodz to be there for Leighton,
that's pretty good.
That's nice. Especially with a team like with a Max, Shotzzy, Octane, Methodz team he's got right now. That's nice, man. Good stuff from Leighton so far in the draft. I like his squad. Not as much as mine, of course. But, maybe like 2nd or 3rd. Yeah. You got to give him at least a little bit of the props, but you know how it goes. Or no, Rex.
Pristine just got taken.
Who's next for you then? Who would you be pissed if gets taken these next 2 picks? I have one guy. I will be pissed if they don't get back to me.
Who I think is really flying under everybody's radar. Diamond Con could be that mystery pick that does something for you. Assault, again, where it's like he got so many points last year, but for some reason nobody has faith in that happening again. Even Aqua, people sleep on Aqua probably a little bit. Hydra got picked. Weird, but
very
okay.
Strange.
Ballsy pick.
Very ballsy.
That's a ballsy pick.
Jeez.
Above a Sim who's currently playing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's technically a starter right now. Like, I mean, that's a ballsy pick.
Ballsy.
Wowzer, Snuffleupagus. Nars.
Dylan, interesting. I don't know. I'm debating on Assault just because of his history.
Dylan! No! I wanted Dylan so bad.
That's a good pick.
Oh, I'm pissed. Oh, that hurts my soul, man.
Hurt your soul. Alex still on the board.
TJ's on the board
so lame.
still.
I want Dylan. That sucks, man. I was really excited about Dylan there. Sam or Rex, who are your thought process
Rex,
here?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I'm tilted, dude. I'm so tilted.
I mean, I'm really thinking Alex. I'm also thinking TJ, just because he has that upside potential. We haven't seen it in a while, but I think it's there still. Classic, which could just honestly be that solid pick.
How about Temp?
Temp as well, honestly, is on my radar.
I mean, at this point.
But who is going to be the all-star on that LA Thieves squad? Is Temp going to be that guy?
I was hoping Kenny.
TJ, and Slasher. So you have those 3 guys who I think Temp is not going to be like your showstopper guy for that team. Is he going to be the one getting the points for that team? I don't.
If they're dominant, though, it could be.
Black Ops 4 Temp was so nasty.
I mean, all Temps before this year. Or before, I mean, even last year he was decent. But
I've always really liked Temp just as a person. Right. So I'm taking Temp. I think he has the work ethic for it. I think he has a personality that could do well.
That's too bad.
I'm going to take it.
Okay, well, at least that made my choice easy. I was between Temp and one other kind gentleman, a guy that you just had previously mentioned. I'm going with the higher upside pick here. I'm going Diamond Con.
Really?
I was really, I mean, he's the last rookie left on the board here, and the upside for that squad is just so interesting. And as an AR, I'm interested to see what he can do. And so Diamond Con's on the squad. I'm excited about that one, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Is that all you got to say, brother?
Not bad.
Okay, who are you thinking about here?
All right, so yeah. So the guys that I'm thinking are probably gonna be taking Alex, Temp, TJ possibly, if people believe in TJ.
Do you believe in TJ is the real question?
I don't know.
Yeah, TJ is kind of hard to believe.
This is the
right
tilt
now.
section of the draft.
0 would have been a nasty pick if we knew
he would have
if
already been gone.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think in the long term, I mean, London has more upside. So if you want upside at this point, if you feel like your team needs it, then I would go with Alex. You went with Classic?
Going Classic.
Okay.
I respect it. I think Classic's a good choice, and people are underrating Paris, even in this draft right now.
I don't know, but yeah, that'll be interesting. It'll be very, very fun to see. The picks are taking a little bit long. Oh, there goes. Okay, so accuracy's off the board now as well.
That's fair.
So Bandify's left here, going with his last 2, or I'm sorry, no, he'll be the last pick. So he has 2 of his last 3 picks here as well, and see how that goes.
Actually, it's a good pick. I was going to take accuracy next, I think.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think we've all been sleeping on accuracy because of just that win. Oh, and Aqua went off the board there as well, which makes
Another
sense.
one.
But yeah, accuracy is interesting because it's like, I mean, he was just so boring last year and like, you know, hovered around like that point, like 9 something KD, and there goes Draza.
Whoa! Ballsy again.
Wow.
Jeez. Okay.
What?
He's still a sub for LAT, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the sub.
So I guess
I
he's
don't know if
hoping
he
that
needs
TJ probably just bombs. That would be interesting. TJ bombs.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Ooh,
I
Lakers and
mean,
Draza.
I guess, you know? Wow.
Ballsy.
Huge nards.
Silly. Okay.
I mean,
respect
again,
it.
that's a safe pick. Silly will be fine. He'll be good.
But Assault, it was ranked 10 on getting the most points.
No, I would take
last
Assault
year.
over Silly every day of the week.
I was going to say, I'm almost considering Assault right now.
Oh, 100%. That would be reasonable. I mean, I think
At this point.
there's still a few really interesting picks left, I think.
Yeah,
Like
Looney, Shawnee could be.
whoever you take here, I'll be hyped about Assault or Alex.
Yeah.
I'm hyped about either of those guys, so.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm going Assault.
Alrighty, that makes my situation really easy here. I'm going Alex. That is about as simple for me as it gets. I feel really good about that. And again, I think there's still upside with Alex as well. So that I'm hyped about that one. Give me Alex. That rounds out my starting lineup. So that puts Rex on the board here. Thoughts?
So I'm sitting on, I mean, all these players could be good. Like there's Asim, but he might end up getting subbed out.
Yeah.
And then you have TJ, which has that high upside potential, but also has that really low downside potential. Vivid, who could be a really strong player for his team in the future. And then Shawnee, who he could pull points. We've seen him play well. I'm going balls to the walls with this one. I'm taking Parasite.
Oh, baby! With the heart.
The heart.
Shady Nero picks with the heart.
True to character.
I'm picking with the heart for that one, man.
You gotta get your boy while he's on the board. I mean, you just gotta stand up for the mans, you know? Bank on him. I love it. I love it. So now we've all got our official starting lineups.
I'm guaranteed a starter for the next one anyways, so.
Yeah, we have very similarly different teams.
Yeah.
Because I got Dashy Envoy, and then Major Maniac, Kleenex, Diamond Con, and Alex. So I'm very much banking on.
Sorry, TJ Halley was just picked.
Oh, TJ Halley was just picked. Big announcement to round out that team. Oh, we had Asim and Tej go off the board. Oh, I'm sorry, Vivid, Asim, and Tej go off the boards there at the end out the round. And so that puts Layton back on the board here with the final round of the best of 3 listener league draft. So I'll be very interested to see what goes down here.
There goes Mental. There
Interesting.
goes my
So we're seeing the
hero.
high upside picks. The starters that are remaining, yep, Shawnee and Looney are the only 2 starters remaining on the board.
So here's the thing. At this point, I'm guaranteed either Shawnee, Looney, or Zero. And I'm fine with any of those.
Yeah. I feel
Because
that.
I have Zero for, if Parasite's subbed out, it's because Zero is back. So I'm not out of the game with that one.
True, that's a good hedge. If you can get Zero with Parasite, that'll feel pretty good.
That's pretty much my plan. And I'm really hoping it works out for me.
Massive brain.
nards.
So Shawnee's out. So I'm hoping this guy.
There goes Shawnee.
I'm hoping this guy takes anybody. I hope he takes Looney. That's the only one left in Havoc or Zero. So
That's what matters. So
that's
see.
that's what all I'm concerned about. Looney,
There goes
Zero
Looney, and you
is
got
an
your
easy
boy.
snag.
You got your boy Zero, which puts me in a kind of tough spot here. No starters are left on the board for me after Rex takes
Real
Zero.
happy about that. I am
So my
real
only
happy about
options
that.
are Havoc, Fellow, Zuma, Sib, General, Chino, Insight, and Afro. So realistically, the most likely to see starting time would be Afro,
Afro for sure.
which is why I feel like Afro is the most interesting, and I'm going Afro.
Yeah.
So who else? Who are you leaning then besides Insight? I feel like Insight's
would
pretty
be
fun.
the next guy, I think, because I don't think General's getting a chance.
Fellow's not getting a chance.
Fellow's not getting a chance.
Sib?
Chino, I don't know if
Sib's
Chino-
not getting a chance.
Chino would be the next best chance, but like,
I'm going Insight.
yeah, Insight's the pick there. My
boy.
final team is Dashy, Envoy, Major Maniac, Kleenex, Diamond Con, Alex, and
I got
Afro. There's insight off the board for Taste of Matthew, making your final team as well, nearly wrapping up our draft here.
Yep.
So fire them away, Sammy.
Yeah, fire team. We've got fire team. My fire final team is what I meant to say. We've got Arcinies. We've got Abezy. We've got Kenny. We've got Crimsix. We've got Classic. We've got Assault. And we've got Insight.
I believed it that time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. That's a fourth place team.
That is a better than first place team.
You got a middling team there, man. It's very middling. I like it.
I love it. I love it. So
it'll be nice to see your team from way down there. I mean, I'm up high. You're way down low.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to see me when you're way down there. Yeah, dude. I know.
But I mean, we got our last two picks here, so I think we can start ending it all here. So that is about to do it here for the best of 3 listener league draft. We'll be updating you guys throughout the season.
Yes.
On some of the things going on. Probably every few podcasts we'll give a little bit of a little update at the end of the podcast about what's going on with the league and what teams are dominating, which teams are getting smoked, and how that plays out. I'm feeling pretty good. Sib was just drafted with the second to last pick, and we're about to round it out here. Mr. Irrelevant of our very long draft here. Ended up being a little bit longer than I thought. But
Bandify is in a tough position.
Bandify in a tough spot here, not ideal. But again, this is where you're looking for it. There goes Chino, and that rounds out the draft, and that will do it. So again, shout out Draft Buff for making the Listener League happen, the first annual Listener League, and it has been an absolute blast. So with that said, I think we can round it out with the official, with the little voice here,
and with the final pick in the best of 3 Call of Duty Esports Listener League Draft is Chino.
And guys, that will do it for the draft and the video as a whole. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you guys really enjoyed it. But as always, guys, I'm your boy Sylvain Elite. To my right is Basher_Scorpio3, and to our farthest right per usual is Rex Shady Nero. Shout out Sad Pogs Road Rage. We're taking home the title, and it's happening. All the way. We out of here.